What is up, you guys? Today I thought I would sit and talk about what I did in school and college. The reason I am making this video is because I know that a lot of young people are going through that stage of their life where they don't know what to do, they don't know what to do in college, and I kind of want to talk about what I did in college and why I didn't go to uni. Why I didn't go to uni, I'm actually going to address in my next video, so look out for that tomorrow. But for now, I just thought I'd give you some advice and sort of tell you how what you do in college doesn't really mean a lot, and why you don't have to have it figured out what you're doing in college, and it doesn't always relate to what you're going to do in life. From a really young age, I've always been good with children, I guess. I wanted to be a midwife for so long. And then when my cousin was born, I was only 10 when he was born, and I loved him. I just loved him from the start, and I wanted to be involved in everything that he was doing. When he was having his nappy changed, I was like, I'll do it. I'll feed him, I'll hold him, I'll do everything. I just constantly wanted to be around him. I think from that point on, I sort of knew that I wanted to work with children when I got older. So I wanted to be a midwife literally, I think up until I was probably in like year 9 or 10. I realized how much science that you needed for becoming a midwife, and I was not good at science at all. I realized that I needed to sort of rethink what I was going to do, and I did work experience in a nursery and I loved it. I also then did work experience in a school. I worked in a reception class, which is like 4-year-olds, and I loved it. I really enjoyed that, and it was just so much fun, and all the children have different characters, and I really enjoyed it. So for my GCSE choices, I chose to do health and social care, childcare and development, and then drama and textiles. The reason I chose drama and textiles were kind of because I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. If I was to go back and redo my choices, I think I would still do childcare and development, but instead of health and social care and textiles, I would have chose to do science and physical education now, because obviously as I've got older, things have changed, and I'm more into wanting to do stuff to do with sports or the gym, so those would have been much more helpful. However, I didn't know back then what I know now, so I made those choices, and those are the GCSEs I've got. So those 4 GCSEs that I did really enjoy. They were really informative and really helped me. So that was that. I came out with fairly decent grades. I passed everything. You know, I could have done better, but again, you know, 16-year-old me didn't try her hardest, and I kind of wish that I knew back then what I knew now. You can't change what happened in the past, so there's no point dwelling on it because there's literally nothing you can do. When I left school, I decided that I would go and do childcare and education diploma level 3 in college. It was a great course. I think people had the perception of diploma courses, and if you weren't doing A-levels in college, people had that idea that you were dumb, or it was a cop-out, or it was for the chavs. You know how teenagers are. There was a lot of abuse that came with not doing A-levels for some reason from peers my age. However, that course was so useful. My friend Natalie has gone, and with that course, she went to university and she became a teacher, and she is now in London teaching a class of children, and I find that so bizarre because she's my age, and I'm like, oh my goodness, she's so grown up. But you know, that course really worked out for her, and that course was perfect for her. I also had a friend who went and became a nanny straight away, and she went traveling, and she's been all over the world with it. Unfortunately, with that course, you also got to do a lot of work experience. So in the first year, I think it was Mondays and Thursdays, and in the second year, I think it was Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm not too sure. You need to do a certain amount of time in a certain placement. So I did a whole year in a nursery. I did 2 lots of 3 months, I think it was, in a school, and you also had to do like a month in a baby room. My final placement was actually in the school that I got a job in. It was in a primary school with children ages 7 to 11, and I loved it there, clearly because I then went on and started an apprenticeship there. So I sort of extended my college years in a way. In England, you kind of finish college at 18 years old. but many people stay on and do more courses, or you become like an adult learner. And with that, I stayed on at 18 and I did an apprenticeship, and that was how I got my job. I did an apprenticeship in assisting and a teacher within a classroom, and it was at an advanced level 3 because I'd already done the course before, so I didn't need to do like any of the before stuff. I went on and did the advanced level 3 course, and it was only a year and a half, and that was how I kind of got my job. My main work placement, my apprenticeship was in the school, and once I'd completed my year and a half, I went on and stayed on full time. That was really good actually. All of my college years I don't regret at all. However, now I would change a lot. If I was to go back, I would change so much, and there is nothing wrong with that. At the age of 16, I don't know how anybody is supposed to know what they want to do in life. If you are 16 years old, and you know what you want to do in life and you stick with it, then oh my goodness, well done, go you. I know so many people who did that. My friend Natalie, she wanted to be a teacher, and that is what she did, and she is now in London loving life, loving her job. And that is amazing. But the reason I'm kind of telling you this, and I've told you everything about what I did in college, is because I just wanted to reassure you guys that it doesn't mean everything. You know, I am currently in Australia being an au pair. It's an amazing job, and half the reason I got the job was because of the courses that I did. That even though I do love, don't get me wrong, I love what I'm doing right now and I love working with children, it is not what I'm going to do. I might come back to it eventually. You know, I know so many parents or friends who became teachers at the age of 40. I know that I don't have to become a teacher right now. That is not what I want to do right now, and I would not be happy if I was already in a job working 9 till 5 or whatever hours, Monday to Friday, all the time. If that was my life, I just wouldn't be happy, and that's okay. But it's also okay to know what you want to do, and it's okay to not know what you want to do. You learn, and things like coming to Australia it's just taught me different things, and it's really opened my eyes to an amazing world, and I've kind of got the traveling bug, and this is why I wanted to say it. You know, it's okay to not know what you want to do at the age of 16 and to do college courses that aren't necessarily gonna be your jobs when you're older. If you want to do something different, you know, that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna end up here because I'm just rambling now, and I feel like I'm about to start talking about what I want my next video to be about, so I'm gonna end this here. But just know that what you do in college doesn't define who you are, and it doesn't define how your life is going to go. If it does, then amazing, go you. I'm kind of jealous, but know that it's okay, and it does not matter if you don't know what you're doing in life, or you're in college doing a course that you're not too sure about. If you're not too sure about it, quit. If you're not enjoying it, do something different. There are so many options. You're not defined and stuck at one particular thing. Just know that I don't even know what I want to do in life, and I'm 22, and I'm pretty sure there are 22-plus-year-olds. You know, there's 30-year-olds that I know who still don't know what they want to do in life, and that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time with another video about uni.
All day in the green with